YouTubers! This is a real OG style video. I have had absolutely no time since last week. The twins have been busy. We were at a conference, and then I was doing a podcast, and I've been doing auditions, and I don't feel good, and so here we go. Chicken soup, fast as fuck, right? I don't want to buy chicken soup because it never tastes like I want it to taste. So I'm gonna make my own, and you'll see how it turns out a little bit later. Believe it or not, there's a difference between chicken broth and chicken stock, and that's what I want. What's the difference, you ask? One is just more concentrated than the other. Deal, alright? I like celery and carrots in my soup, and this right here is the easiest way. I'm taking the easy way out, already cooked. Alright kids, so this video is homemade as fuck, because I'm doing it all by myself at home, and that's just how it goes. You remember I bought the celery and the carrots at the market, and I'm just gonna cut them in half and throw them in my food processor, and then I'm gonna put them in the broth, and that's gonna get going before I pick the chicken off the bones. Alright? Stay tuned. I'm only gonna use about half of this package for now because I have another use for this later on. So I'm just gonna cut them in half, so they're not too bad for the food processor, because, you know, it kind of chokes if it's too big of a load. You all know about that. The cord on the food processor doesn't stretch as far as I would like it to, so we got to move the camera over here. Bam, that's pretty easy. I really love this little tiny food processor, the Mini. It's called the Mini Prep Plus, because it really makes it so much easier for my hands. Then all I'm going to do is put that in the pan and heat up the broth and heat up the secret ingredient. Lipton noodle soup, because I like the flavors in it. I like to do this work over the sink because then if you spill something, you're not making a mess on the counter. I like to wash out the container with the broth because why waste anything, right? And I suppose you're wondering why this stuff is cut up so small. Well, the deal is I want to eat this soup tonight. So, if everything is cut really small, it's not dense and it's going to cook faster. Okay, so I've got some pretty high heat on that. I want to get it going now because I'm hungry. Alright, sweet fuckers. Listen, I'm here to tell you there's absolutely nothing wrong with buying prepared ingredients and trying to put something together for yourself when you just had one of those crazy days. I've had a whole fucking week full of crazy days. Tonight I've got a little thing going on with the sinuses, and I just wanted some chicken soup. Somebody else cooked the chicken? Fuck yeah. Somebody else made the Lipton soup mix? Fuck yeah. So I cut up some celery and carrots and I can make it my own. Yeah, that's how it works. Let's get this chicken cut up, because we're going to want to put that in the soup. Ooh, I like to pull out a couple of 3 paper towels first, because you don't want to try to reach for them when your hands are already mungy. And it helps to have a bowl handy to put the chicken in after you pick it off the bones. I'm going to start with the dark meat because that's what I like in my soup. Then I'll save the breasts for sandwiches. Ooh boy, chicken sandwiches. Pretty much I just pick it and pull it apart and put it in the bowl and wait until the soup is done and add it in. Really, it couldn't be any simpler. So I just checked on the veggies and they're tender soft, and I'm about to throw in the noodles. Noodles coming in, and seasoning, and stir that shit around. Oh man, it smells divine. Now this isn't a big fucking pot of soup. This is enough for me to feel comfortable for the next day or so, in case I'm not feeling good. Looks like I need to add another thing of chicken stock to it, because that's going to be pretty thick, particularly after I pour the chicken in. Chicken coming in. Yeah, look at that. There we go. Yeah, it's yellow and it looks like curry, but that's because of the carrots, and that's how I like my soup. And the noodles are going to cook up. Oh man. Oh my god, this looks amazing. Look at this. So hey, give my channel a follow, you know, hit the little dinger bell. On the Facebook, hit the follow button and look for a video every Thursday morning, because that's when I do them. And on Patreon, yeah, come and join the family. We're having some fun over there. All kinds of behind the scenes shit. Okay, InnerTubers, I got my favorite soup bowl ready. I got my favorite spoon ready. So, I'll show you a close-up of the bowl of soup in a minute. It's so fucking hot right off the stove that I'm gonna have to put some ice cubes in it. But that's another reason that I didn't put all the broth in it that I need. Pull it off and eat it now, not 90 fucking years from now. And you know how I always do things, right? Yeah. Mwah! Granny loves you. But don't leave before I try the soup, okay? All right, here we go in the bowl. Little bit of ice to cool it down. Ooh, yummy. All right, let's go back over to the counter and show the people how this turned out. Yumness. Here we go. This is the test. It sure smells good. Oh, man. Thumbs up. It's good. Love you. Bye. I bet you're wondering how I got two different shots. Well, one of them's on my camera and one of them's on my cell phone. So, yeah, I'm being resourceful, just like you have to be if you're trying to cook at home.